Hello and welcome to my Classroom Observation 1 presentation for EDU 520. The guiding question I chose to guide my observation is this. When engaging students through questioning, how many times does the teacher ask follow-up questions to get students to justify their responses and encourage critical thinking? I chose to focus on highly effective questioning strategy. HEQ encourages teachers to follow a question-response question pattern in their questioning. After asking an initial question and getting a response from the student, the teacher will follow up that response with another question, seeking justification or further explanation of the student's reasoning. Short, quick conclusions are not rejected offhand, but rather they are followed up by secondary questions designed to push students to dig deeper and better show their understanding of the subject matter. Highly effective questioning encourages students to think through their answers instead of answering quickly and hoping the teacher will choose to move on and engage with someone else. I will count how many times the teacher responds to a student's initial response with a follow-up question. I will also count the total number of follow-up questions each time the teacher engages with an individual student or a group of students. Using the data collected, I will then calculate the average number of follow-up questions employed by the teacher to elicit fully developed answers from the students. During the observation, the teacher engaged with 3 individual students and 2 groups of students. After receiving an initial response from the students, the teacher asked follow-up questions 3 times. The teacher responded with an additional follow-up question after the second response, a total of 7 times. The average number of follow-up questions was 2 per initial response, with a margin of error of plus or minus 4 due to the small sample size. Student 1, Group 1, and Group 2 all received follow-up questions to their initial responses. Students 2 and 3 did not receive follow-up questions as the teacher seemed to be satisfied with the offered responses. Groups 1 and 2 also received additional follow-up questions after giving a response to the first follow-up question. Group 2 received the most additional follow-up questions during the observed lesson. The data indicates that highly effective questioning can be effectively used with both individual students as well as with groups. The strategy was successful in encouraging critical thinking among the students. Some students attempted to answer the questions in the shortest manner possible. Other students took their time answering, attempting to answer fully the first time and avoid further questioning. In his article, Insufficient Questioning, Ivan Hanel wrote, "Many students simply don't like to speak for 30 to 60 seconds in a row about something. The students I observed attempted to engage with short answers. The more their short responses resulted in further follow-up questions, the more robust their future answers became to satisfy the teacher's search for substance. What I observed was exactly what I expected to see and ultimately reinforced my desire to implement this strategy into my own classroom. This strategy will allow me to encourage critical thinking while also steering my students toward discovering the correct answers for themselves." I hope you found my presentation enjoyable and informative. Thank you.